So a reminder of the basics of mounts. If I'm on his hip line, he can bridge and dismount me quite well. That's why we have the grapevine. So as I sink my grapevine in, and he bridges, blah, 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 but it kind of gives him access to the arms. So if he overwraps my arms, then he could potentially he gets rid of one of these first and then roll me over. This is kind of like the barrel rolling thing I was talking about. So there are things at his disposal which make my mount harder to deal with, so we've got to deal with it. So the general advice is to go from hip level to higher up. So we've got to fight our way up, blah, 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 blah. And let's say I got to this higher position. This is good for me. If he bridges, I just ride with it. I don't have to put when you're at this level, the general advice is don't put your hands on the ground, because then he does the same thing, traps, and then him roll. So, okay. So the general advice when you're this high is to keep the hands here. See if I'm wedging my elbows in, keep the hands on him. So it's very hard for him to bridge and roll me from here, because if he tries to trap one of my hands, yeah, and I've always got a base. If you're going to base, you base far out so you can't get it. So here's the thing. Now that I've eliminated his bridging mechanism, because I'm off his hip line, he can shrimp away. So if I just stay here and he shrimps away using his frames, see how he's creating a wedge to open my legs and he shrimps away. Or you can just cheekily sit up, if you lean up, grab a collar and just try to be annoying. You see that? So I have to avoid all these defense mechanisms that he has. And the simplest thing you can do is to neutralize by just grabbing hold of his head. So a lot of the techniques will be very arranged around dealing with his head. So I want you to get into your pairs, and what we're going to do is we're going to put one arm underneath. What I want you to do is make sure you make his head turn by using your shoulder. You're naturally going to be one-sided, so you're going to have to base that here. And then what I want you to do is also lift his head up a bit. Because if his head is on the ground, if you just bridge and shrimp, see how he uses his head? If you lift it up, try and bridge and shrimp, it's like about 10% power on the hips. So you do that, lift and turn, and he can neither shrimp nor bridge. And then you're thinking, now I can do my evil stuff. So just for half a minute or so with your partner, both arms, practice lifting and making your shoulders turn the other way, and not even making him tap, it's just being a pain to him. And then you've eliminated a lot of what he can do from there in terms of escaping. Yes? Okay, 1, 2, 3. A very common way of defending is just simply guarding against the collar choke. Just simply here. This is great because it gives you space to move up, but then you hit a stop. And a lot of people spend their time doing this, and this is where they get caught up with the trap. The trap and the sudden hip bump, which just puts them, and it's just a bit annoying. Okay, so we want to guard against that. But what we can do is, as we're fishing for this, he's defending, put your pressure on, and then we're just going to do that. Because if you just go for the head, immediately he'll just block you, stop you, fairly basic stuff. So a lot of mount attacks work when you combine them with fakes, dummies, transitions, combined attacks. So okay, so these are fun things we can do from here. I should also give it a name. This is the Crossface. Let's do the reverse Crossface. So watch what I do with my hand here. Grab the gi, wipe it over, wind the jaw here. This is really annoying. I've been doing that a lot recently, and this is why people hate it. Alright, so we're doing that. Here, maybe you can't get underneath the head. Go over, grab the gi, and you're just levering down. Now we're going to be nice to each other, aren't we? The idea is to make his head turn away, and a little bit bent like that as well. It serves the same purpose. Okay? He fights it, he doesn't like it, which gives you this. And so you're swapping between regular crossface and then the over-the-face crossface, and you do the same thing. So we'll just draw that for 20 seconds, yeah? So you get the idea, get used to it. Okay, so we've got the crossface, and we have the option, if he's being fulfilled, to do the reverse crossface, but the whole idea is to make his head turn. What I want to do is attack, let's say, a limb. Go for the traditional Americana first of all. Many entry points, many ways you can enter. The textbook method is, hey, let's put my whole weight on here. Press down, put the elbow down, lean in, make it look how he's turning away. Then we go underneath, grab my own wrist, and we're painting the floor. He's got bad shoulders, so sometimes pick on an old guy to do this, because all you have to do is that and they'll tap. Do it on Kane, it's like, nothing happening, no, nothing. But it will get there eventually. Right, well, how many times have you tried this? You can't get there. So again, combine the attacks, go for this, go for that, get the head control, blah, blah, bang, and that's one way to do it. But probably a safer way to do it, or rather a more high percentage way, is if you've secured this, why lose this? We're making him turn away, we're threatening the reverse one, making him turn away, we're going here like this, and at some point he's going to want to defend it with his hands, right? There we go, and we can trap here. Okay. Link it with your other arm. Don't finish the arm, but Americana from here. I don't know, the angle's just not, maybe you could do it, I don't know. No, it's nothing to stop you from just doing that. Make him turn away though. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So that's the combination I'm offering today. You start off with the crossface, with grinding pressure, he's going to want to defend, and you're taking advantage, and you trap with the one that's underneath your hand, sneak it underneath, then we go over, bring that elbow back, so his head like it's cocked to one side. Imagine his hand is a paintbrush, painting the floor like that. Okay guys, very easy. 1, 2, 3, let's go. So I'm in mount, I'm off the hip line, but not like super high because he's obviously going to defend this. I'm playing around, I'm aware that I could be hip, like trimmed, he could trim, he could hip bump, he could do all sorts of things. But what I really want is the goal of capturing his head. This is a nice one I like to use, using my hands and using like a rolling pin to roll up. Try and resist, Toby, that one. It's just very hard because your neck muscles aren't that strong unless you're like super bodybuilder to resist this rolling motion. All you need is a little lever, and you've got this, and then don't forget to put pressure in the head, don't forget you've got the reverse here, he's going to defend and you've got this, okay? So a likely reaction to the Americana is that he'll either push this arm or go through it and retrieve his own arm. That's a very common defense, it's taught everywhere, right? So with the arm push, I've got what I want, which is getting ready to attack the arm bar. With the through arm version, I've now still got what I want, but it's just you're using the other arm. So I don't know if you want to draw that, it's really basic, right? What I really want to show you is rolling pin, catch the head, like this, down here, and we're here. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to get the fist into his jawline, and this time, although I've got a rear naked choke grip, you can squeeze from here. What I find is the gi cloth gets in the way. So once you've got the fist in, take the hand out and just grab over the arm. Yeah. So notice where my panther claw is here, like this. Here, and we're just squeezing. So this is like an Ezekiel choke here, but without use of the gi. Here, there's that UFC fighter who does this in every fight. He just does it like a rear naked from the front and just squeezes and he gets the fist in like that. Oleg. Is he Russian? Yeah, he does that, but he does it from standing and stuff like that. It's a variation of that. Get the fist in first and you grab over. You don't have to do the rear naked. You just get the fist in, grab your own forearm, squeeze it like this. So you're doing this. It's really simple. It's like really simple.